Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I'd love it if you could subscribe, and if you're not already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So for today's video I'm going to be filming my update to the Throwback 30 project. So this is a PANtastic Ladies Collab Facebook group project and it was created by Jessica. I'll make sure to have her channel link down below and a link to the PANtastic Ladies Collab Facebook group. Now this project is a combination of 30 different past and present PANtastic Ladies Collab Facebook group projects. I always leave below everyone that created each of the projects, so please go and check those out as well. So this project does go from the 28th of July 2024 to the 28th of July 2025. I feel like I'm doing okay on this project, but I'm also aware that July is going to come very fast and I feel like there's some products in here where I'm a little bit like, I'm not sure if I'm going to meet my goal on them, but it's okay. If I've missed anything, I'll make sure to leave it below. I do have some rollouts this update. I can roll 4 items out. So I'm just going to start at the top of my spreadsheet and work my way down. One thing I do want to mention before I start going through my products is, I don't know if you would have noticed, but I haven't filmed my project pan. I have decided I'm not going to be doing that project. When I was actually looking at everything and all the projects I maybe want to introduce again this year, I just felt really overwhelmed, and I'm trying not to overwhelm myself this year. So I've decided I'm just not going to do that project because I was already starting to feel overwhelmed and we're in February. So I was like, okay, let's just take that out and I'm just going to do the projects like this one, my 50 Shades, my Power of Pan and my No Buy with Jen. Those are the ones I'm going to be doing. So I hope you guys don't mind. I just wanted to mention that because obviously it didn't go up. But yeah, going forward, those are the 4 projects I am going to be doing. Okay, so let's get into the update. The first project is 50 Shades of Pink and I brought in the Fresh Rose Moisturiser. So I have actually started to use this now. This is what it looks like. And my goal for this is to finish it. So this is the moisturiser I am currently using. And I have used it 5 times for a total of 5 uses. And I've already hit the bottom of the jar. So I think this will definitely be one I will have out by next update. It doesn't smell super strong of rose. I mean, don't get me wrong, it smells of rose, but just not super strong. So I can definitely use this if I were to get it in my collection. I don't love the moisturiser. I prefer a moisturiser, I think I've said this before, where it does just feel like I'm splashing water on my skin. This is a thicker moisturiser, one I'm happy to use but just not a favourite of mine. But I've used it 5 times up to now for a total of 5 uses and my goal is to finish it. I think this might be one I'll have done by next update. The next project is 7 Deadly Pans and I chose the prompt Lust, which was red, so it could be a red product, red on the product, anything. So I actually brought in the Clarins Beauty Flash Balm and I have only just started to use this one in the last update. I used it 7 times for a total of 7 uses and I wanted to finish it and I have. There wasn't a huge amount in here. I won't get this again. I found it to be really heavily fragranced. I just wasn't a big fan of it, so I finished it, which I'm pleased about, but not one I would get again. The next project is Beauty A to Z and I chose the letter W and brought in the Wonder Beauty Glow Getter Mist. And my goal for this one was to finish it as well. I used it 4 more times this update for a total of 55 uses overall, and as you can see, it is empty. There's like the littlest bit in the bottom, but it's not spraying out. I tried to get everything out of this, even if it was spitting in my face. I was getting everything out of this. I used this after my powder before I did like my bronzer, blush and highlight. It was an okay product, but not one again I feel like I'd need to get. But this was my progress, so I was down here last update, so I really didn't have a lot left, and that is another one that is done. So that is my second rollout. The next project is Birthstone Beauty and I chose the prompt Feb, which is Amethyst, and I brought in the La Roche-Posay serum. So this is the Intensive Anti-Dark Spot Concentrate and my goal for this one was to finish it as well. And I used it 10 more times this update for a total of 20 uses, and again this is another one that is finished. It was okay. I wasn't the biggest fan of the scent of it but it was fine. I used it again, another one that I don't see myself getting again. but I have finished that, so that's my third rollout. The next project is Budget Beauty, and that is where you to bring in a product that is affordable. So I brought in the Lottie London powder. Now, the actual packaging is rubbing off, so I can't see exactly what it's called. I wonder if it's here on the back. Ready, Set, Go Brightening Pink from Lottie London. And my goal for this is to finish it. I've used it 11 times this update for a total of 17 uses overall. And let me just see. Now, I have forgot to mark this one. I did mark it last time, but this is where I'm at. So hopefully, so it has gone down. I will remember to mark it. But yeah, it has gone down. I don't love the way that this brings out the product, because it brings out so much of it. There's no like stopper or anything to like, you know, stop it. So it just has so much product that comes out. I really do have to be careful. It's okay. I still am a pressed powder girl. I have got a lot of loose powders in my collection over the last, I would say, 6 months from subscription boxes and things. But I still love my pressed powders. My favourite is the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I will use all of my loose powders before I buy any other powders, because I've got quite a few now. But yeah, I'm making progress on this. I'm pleased with it. I've used it 17 times up to now. Not sure whether I'll have this done by July, but we will see. The next project is Child of the 80s, and I chose the prompt, I'm so sure, a ridiculous product, and that could be the packaging, the performance, the claims. So I brought in the Murad Hydration AHA BHA Exfoliating Cleanser. I brought it in more just because of how big the packaging is, and it doesn't really fit in my drawer properly. So my goal for this one is to finish it as well. I've used it 5 times this update for a total of 6 uses overall. I only use this, I'd say maximum 2 times a week when I wash my hair. Because when I wash my hair, I always just kind of use this product on my face. So this is my progress. So I'm pretty pleased with that for 5 uses. Again, I'm not worried because I am using this now, so I think I will definitely get this done. I think it just might be quite close. This is okay. Again, another product that's just fine. I will say I haven't really found an exfoliator that I absolutely love. And it's, to me, a category where I wouldn't go out and buy anything from it. I get a lot of them through subscription boxes. Personally, I don't think I would go out and buy any exfoliators after this, because I just haven't found one that I absolutely love. But feel free, if you've got any recommendations, please let me know below. The next project is I Had the 90s, and I chose to prompt Jurassic Park, which is your oldest product. So I brought in the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. My goal originally was to finish this, but last update I did change my goal to just 50 uses, because I was using the Charlotte Tilbury one in my project pan, I couldn't use them both, and I wanted to at least be able to meet my goal on this, but I'm still keeping it at 50 even though I've stopped that project, because I'm pleased with that. I think I will achieve that by the end of this project, and then I can put it into another project to try and finish it, because I'd say I'm about halfway on it now. I haven't marked it this update because I'm not now trying to track it to finish it, but I'm about halfway on it, and I do like it. It's not my favourite foundation, but it is a foundation I'm happy to use. I have used it 5 times this update for a total of 37 uses overall, so I'm pretty close to my 50 use goal. This and another foundation are the only ones I'm using now, so I'll most probably, depending on how many times I wear makeup over the next month, I might be pretty close to my goal on this one. The next project is It's Panning Cats and Dogs, and I chose the prompt Beagle, which is a scent hound, and that is a scented item. So I brought in my Ted Baker body spray, and my goal for this is to finish it. I am really not sure, really not sure if I'm going to finish this. I'm going to try my hardest, but I do just forget it's on my work desk, so I need to remember. But I've used it 7 times this update for a total of 48 uses overall, and this is my progress. So I've made more progress than I did last update, but still not a huge amount, so I really do need to use this more. I use it more when I'm like freshening up throughout the day, or I use it as a room spray, but I do usually only use it when I'm working from home. Fingers crossed I can get that done by July. I'm really not sure. The next project is Nightmare on Panning Street, and I chose the prompt Halloween, and that is a set of sheet masks or a full/deluxe size mask. So I brought in last update the Peter Thomas Roth Rose Stem Cell Anti-Aging Gel Mask. and my goal is to finish this. I really don't have a lot of it left. I have used it 3 times for a total of 3 uses, and I'm hoping this is going to be one I can have rolled out by next update, because there isn't a lot left, and as long as I use it, which fingers crossed I will, I should have that one done. It's okay, I don't love rose scented things, so I am trying to work through quite a lot of my rose scented products. If they're like too overpowering, I just won't use them and declutter them, because this year I'm not using things just for the sake of using them. If I don't like them, I'm going to declutter them. But this one doesn't smell too strong of rose. I mean, don't get me wrong, it smells of rose, but it's not overpowering, so I can use that, and hopefully I can have that one done by next update. The next project is same pan last year, and I chose the prompt April Fool's Day, which is the 1st of April, and that is an item you feel like a fool for buying. So I brought in my Dolce & Gabbana face palette. Well, it's like a duo. It's the Illuminating Powder Duo in Sweet Pink. I love the packaging on this. I say this every time, but it is such beautiful packaging. And don't get me wrong, the product itself isn't awful. I mean, it's still in my collection, but I paid a lot of money for this, and I just don't feel like the quality is as amazing as what I would expect it to be for the price I paid for it. But it's still nice, I'm still happy to use it, but it was just a lot of money. So I want to use this one 24 times, and I've used it once this update for a total of 4 uses. Now I'm going to try and use this a little bit more. I have been working on some other face palettes which I think I will be able to get my uses on soon, so I will bring this one out. And like I said, I like it, I just don't think it was worth the money that I paid for it. I'm still happy to use it. The next project is Skin is In, so that is where you to bring in a skincare product or a body care product. I brought in the Goose Creek Optimistic Vibes Soothing Body Lotion, and my goal is to finish this. I really wasn't sure, I think it was around December, if I'd have this one done by the finale, but I am feeling very, very, very good about this, and I think it will now. I think this might even be done by next update, which is really good. So I've used it 7 times this update for a total of 30 uses overall, and this is where I'm at. Now, I have marked here, it might even be a bit lower than that now actually, but yeah, I'm making really good progress, and that is just from me using it every time I get out of the shower. Now, I do have another one as well, so I'm not using this every single time, but usually what I find is I use the Cantu one like at the beginning part of the month, and then I use this one at the end, like towards the end of the month. I was really poor previously of just getting out the shower and not putting body lotion on, whereas now I'm putting it on every single time, and that is my progress. So I'm really, really pleased with that, and I think this one will definitely be done by next update. The next project is That's Expensive, so that is where you to bring in an expensive product from your collection, and what you deem as expensive is completely up to you in your collection. So I brought in this Symbiosis London Delight Radiance Restoring Facial Serum. This is £115 for a serum. I have used this 2 times and I don't like the serum. I don't like it, and like I said earlier, I'm not using things just for the sake of using them. If I don't like them, I'm just gonna pass them on or get rid of them and then start working on something else. So this is one I'm going to get rid of because, like I said, I just don't like it. And in its place, I'm going to bring in this Ceylan's PHA Plus Resurfacing Essence. I was thinking, what can I bring in that I will be able to achieve by July, and toners I can get through pretty fast. Now, this isn't still an expensive toner. This is over £40 for a toner, which I think is a lot of money, especially for ones that I know I love. Like, I love the Pixie one, which you can get for £18. Paying over £40 for something is a lot, especially when I can buy one for half of that. But this is what it looks like, and my goal will be to finish this, and I'm hoping I can get that done by July. Fingers crossed. It is 100ml, so we will see. The next project is Golden Girls Project Pan, and I chose the prompt Dorothy, and that is a good lipstick slash blush. So I brought in my Fenty Beauty Cream Blush in Petal Poppin', and my goal for this is to use it 24 times. It's looking a bit dirty, so apologies. I have used it 6 times this update for a total of 15 uses overall, so I'm over halfway to my goal now, and maybe this might be another one I'll have rolled out by next update, because I am using this when I do have time to put it on, and I really love it. I think it's a beautiful cream blush. This is my favourite cream blush formula. It was the first one I ever found, and I still love it to this day. Maybe I might be able to get that done by next update. If not, definitely the update after that. The next project is, this is Pantasy, and I chose the prompt Vampire, which is a blood red product, and this is actually the product I'm wearing today. I brought in the Kiko Milano A Holiday Fable Eternal Matte Liquid Mousse, and this is in 05, and this is what it looks like. And this is a really beautiful red. I really do enjoy it. One thing I will say about it is, though, you do have to be really careful with it, because if it kind of goes out the lines, I find it does kind of just get everywhere. But it's a really beautiful red. I really do enjoy it. So my goal is to use it 10 times. I've used it 2 times up to now. So I'm not using red to a huge amount, which is why I did put just a 10 use goal on it. And I did have another red in, but I took it out and put this one in instead, and I do prefer this one. It dries nicely, it doesn't feel uncomfortable, and like I said, it's just a really beautiful red. So I've got 8 more uses to go on this. Hopefully I can get a few more uses by next update, but again, like I said, I'm not wearing red a huge amount at the moment. The next project is Turn and Burn, so that is where to bring in a bunch of different samples. Now, I'm going to be honest, I can't remember what I finished last update, so if I'm repeating anything, apologies. But I think this is one that I did mention, which is the Miss Dior perfume. I think I did. It doesn't have the perfume sample in it, but I did finish it. I do believe that was one I did say I'd finished. And then the other one I finished, which I think I was using last update, is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydro Maniac Tinted Moisturiser. Now I have completely finished it now. I managed to get 2 uses out of this, which that is a surprise, because usually with samples like this you barely get 1 use. This is okay. I don't see me buying it again in the future. I'm glad that I got this little sample rather than getting the big tube, but I have finished it now, so that is a foundation sample done. And then I just wanted to show you the ones I do have left, which I'm hoping to be able to use in the next month. So I have a Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Hydration Revival cleanser. So I do just have this. I'm going to put these in my skincare travel bag, and hopefully I can use them. And then I have a Charlotte's Magic Water Cream and a Charlotte's Magic Cream. So I just have those. So I'm hoping to be able to get those done. I think I had to get rid of one of these samples because it had actually gone out of date. So there was 3 of these, but I wasn't putting out of date moisturiser on my face. So I've now just got 2 of those, so fingers crossed I can have those done by next update. The next project is Women Who Rock, and I chose a prompt Princess Diana, and that is something tough but beautiful. So I brought in my MAC lipstick in Brave, and it's a beautiful lipstick, but MAC lipsticks are very tough to pan and finish. So this is what it looks like. My goal for this was 24 uses. I used it 4 more times to get my 24 uses, and this is my 4th rollout. I absolutely love this. It still smells okay. At one point I thought this had gone off, and I was like, oh my god, please don't tell me that's gone off. But no, this hasn't gone off, and I love this. This is my favourite MAC lipstick of all time, and I'm glad I've managed to get 24 uses on it, and I'm sure I'll bring it into another project at some point. And then last but no means least, I have the Zodiac Panna project, and I chose the prompt Libra, which is pink, pale green and various shades of blue. Now I just chose one of those shades, and I have brought in the Star Skin Celery Juice. So this is a serum in oil serum. And this is what it looks like, and my goal is to finish this. I've used it 11 times for a total of 11 uses, and this comes out like a watery green colour, kind of like a celery juice as it would suggest. I've never seen anything like this. It's okay. I do find sometimes it can be a little bit drying, and I'm not the biggest fan of the smell of it, but it's fine. I don't hate it enough like to not want to use it like I did this serum. Like I really just did not enjoy that one. I'm happy to use this one. It is an airless pump. I did try to see where I was at, but I couldn't see properly where it was, so I've not been able to mark it. But yeah, this could be in till the end, because there is, how much have you got in here? I don't know, it doesn't say. 50 ml. So this could be in for a while. until the end, but that's fine. So that is my update. What do I think I can have done by next update? I think for definite I can have this out, and I'm gonna try and get this out as well. Oh, and this. So I think for definite I will have 3 things out. Potentially I might be able to have these 2 out, but I do think for definite 3. Maybe 4 if I can finish these 10 and burn items. But yeah, I think definitely 3, which I'm really pleased with. I still have 3 projects that I've not started on yet, so I'm really not sure whether I'm going to get around to those. We will just see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and it means the absolute world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. And until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.